Hello everyone, this is Abhishek Mishra and today we discuss about data wrangling, and this will be your day 18 related to Python basic. And today we discuss about few steps, few techniques which we can use in data wrangling. So the first thing will be merge and group by. But before discussing about this merge and group by, let me import the data set. Basically, merge and group by we use for adding more than one table at a time, right? So let's suppose we have two table. First is blue table and second is red table. So if you use this concatenate, that time the table will added, like if you mention xs1 means the tables will added column wise, and when you use this x is equal to 2, that time those two tables will added row wise, right? And we have another thing, that is merge. So basically we use merge for like implementing joint function. So if you want to use inner joint, full outer joint, left joint, right joint, so yes, you can use this merge function. Okay, let me import my data set. So let me connect with Google Drive, and then I need to copy the path of my data set. So let's wait while it is connecting. Okay, inside that collab notebook we have a folder with the name of dataset. Inside that data set we have this IMDb data set. So today also I'm using this IMDb data set, this IMDb data set. See, now I have this data set. We have first 5 rows where we have ID, belong to collection, budget column, genre, homepage, IMDb ID, original language, original title, overview, popularity, then dot 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 means we have multiple columns here. Then we have this release date, runtime, then we have this spoken language status, tagline, title, keyword, cast, crew, revenue. So we have many columns in this data set. Okay, my next task will be, because we have only one data set and we can only implement this concatenate and merge using, like when we have more than one table, right? So that time I need to split this data set into two parts. Okay, let me create this data set into three small subsets. So the first part of the data set will be those movies where we have the movies which runtime is less than okay, let me create a data set where we have the runtime is less than 150 minutes. Sorry, the greater than 150 minutes, and that will be my long movie, like long movies. Long movies is equals to df of this df. Then I need to use runtime. Then I need to use filter 150 minutes. So those will be my long movies. Medium movie, like let me put 90 to 150 minutes, right? And I'm putting small movies where the runtime is less than 90 minutes, right? Let me run all those cells. So when I check the shape, so we have 135 movies whose runtime is greater than 150 minutes. Then we have approximate 2550 movies whose runtime is between 90 to 150 minutes. Then we have approximate 413 movies where the runtime is less than 90 minutes, right? So yes, those are my three different data set. Next we discuss about concatenation, right? because now we have two or three different data set. Now we would like to use this concatenation, and in concatenation we have two things, access 0 and access 1. Basically we use access 0 while we want to add the column on column wise, right? But access 1 we use for adding two tables on row wise. So we have this orange, apple and grapes. Then again we have this grapes, mango, banana, then pear and pineapple. Those columns we have in table 2, right? So this is orange, apple and grapes, mango, banana, pear and pineapple, right? But guys, if you notice, grapes is available in both tables, table A and table B. If I'm going with this x is equal to 2, right? X is equal to 0, sorry. So when you have the same column, that column will not appear two times, right? So grapes is only one time and you got all those values. So first you got the table 1 data, then you got this table 2 data set, right? So access 0 means when you add two tables on like column wise, and row wise we have x is equal to 1. So in x is equal to 1, again grapes is available only one time, grapes is available only one time, right? And this is my data set related to this is my data set related to my first table, and race data set for my table 2. Also you need to notice we have 0 1 2 3 index, here we have 0 1 3 4 5. So we don't have this fourth index in here. So the fourth index will be null values for this grass, mango, banana, pear and pineapple, because we don't have the value for index number 2, right? Okay, so this was all about concatenation using access 0 and access 1. Now we would like to use that concatenation on this Google Colab file, right? Full data is equals to df dot concat, right? After that concat, I just need to pass my data sets. So what is my first data set? My first data set is long movies. This is my long movie. Then we have this M movies. Then the third data set is my small movies. So we have all those three data set. Now we need to mention comma x is equal to 0. So if I put this x is equal to 0, what it means? It means the value will added column wise, right? But guys, if you notice, the columns are same for each data set, because we split the data set into those three parts, right? So the columns are same, but still let me check this head. So columns are only 23. We have only 23 columns, because I already told you the columns are same. So if you have same column, so there will be no new columns, right? Okay, because new column will only appear when you have a new column, right? Okay, let me check df dot info. Not df, I need to use full data. See, so we have all those movies. We have all those movies, but the problem is ki there are few null values missing in this data set. See, if we check df dot is null dot sum. So yes, we have some null values, and if you notice, so we have some null values in this runtime column, right? We have two rows as runtimes, right? But when I check this full data, there is no null value, because we have only 2989 rows. Why we are having zero null values in this full data? Why we are not having those two null values? Because we have already split the data set into two parts. So first was with this more than 150 minute, then we have 90 to 150 minute, and then we have those movies which are less than 90 minutes. So null values will go, like, will not go anywhere. That's why those null values is skipped out, right? Okay, so we have successfully concatenate this data set on axis 0. Now let me concatenate the same data set using axis 1, means column wise. Now the column has increased. Now we have multiple columns. Dot columns. Full data dot column. So yes, we have duplicate columns now, because budget is already available. Budget is available one time. So budget is available another time, right? So we have multiple times because we are adding the data into column wise. Dot info. Now you will see that we have lot of null values. See, we have lot of null values in this data set, right? So whenever you use this access equal to 1, the data will be added on column wise, and when you use access equal to 0, that time the data will add column wise. Sorry, access equal to 1 for column, access equal to 0 for rows, right? Okay. Okay, then now let's do some joins operation, because the second thing was merge. So we use merge for joining two tables. So we have multiple joints, but we generally use only those four joints. First joint is inner joint, then we have left joint, after that we have right joint, and we have this full outer joint, right? So left joint may you will get all the values from left table, but you will get only those tables from right table which satisfy your condition, and this condition may be your primary key. Primary key means the unique id. We can only implement this joint when we have common ids or common columns or primary keys. Based on primary keys, we can join two tables. What is primary key? Let's suppose we have Aadhaar number, name, surname, and address. So this Aadhaar number will be my primary key, right? Same goes with employee ID, employee name, employee father name. So employee ID will be my primary key, right? In full outer joint, you will get everything. You will get the data from, like, full data from right table, left table as well. In this inner joint, you will get only common elements available in table A and table B. In right table, you will get all the data from right table, but you will get only those data which satisfy your condition from right table, right? We generally use those four joints. Okay, let me use this inner joint, right? Let me use this inner joint. But before discussing about this inner joint, let me create one more data set, and that data set will be English movies is equals to df of df. Then I want only those movies whose original language is English, is double equal to English, right? And I want only two columns, IMDb ID. I want IMDb ID, and I want, okay, wait, I don't want this IMDb ID. This is my entire data set, English movies. Shape, we have 25,007 sorry, 2575, like 2575 rows and 23 columns, right? Next, we will create another column where we have the long movies, and this time I want only few columns. How? See, I want only IMDb ID, and I want this original language. Those two columns I want, right, from this long movie. Dot head. You will get only those two columns for only those movies whose runtime is greater than 150 minutes. We have original language and IMDb ID, right? Now I want to make a joint with those two tables, English movie and long movies, and this time I want only those movies which runtime is greater than 150 minutes and released in English language, right? So I need to use inner joint. How we can use this inner joint? So we just need to use pd.merge, pd.merge. Then I need to mention my English movies. Then I need to mention my long movies. After that, I need to mention ki how, like which joint I want to perform. How? So in how I am putting this inner joint, and then I need to mention on, because I need to put the common IDs. I need to put the common IDs. So in left on, like in this left table, this IMDb ID is common, okay, and this right on, this IMDb ID is common, right? See, here we have IMDb ID, and IMDb ID is also available in English movies. Okay, and let me run this cell. Okay, movies is equals to this data. So those are some movies whose runtime is greater than 150 minutes and released in English language. See, the language is English and the runtime is 167, 160, 177, 189, 179. So the runtime is more than 150 minutes. See, if I check dot minimum value available in this runtime column, so 150 is the minimum value, right? So yes, like that we can create an inner joint, right? This is my inner joint, guys. This is my inner joint only. So inner joint means we will get only those values which are common from right and left both table. Next, I would like to use left joint. So instead of inner, you just need to use left, and you are now able to get the left joint. So in left joint, you will get everything from left table, but you will get only those details which are common from right table, right? So you will get everything, like you will get each and every details in this left table. Same goes with right table. You will get everything from right table. This is my right table and R should be small. Yes. So guys, this is right table and this is right joint. Okay. Then we discuss about full outer joint. In full outer joint, we need to use full outer. Okay, guys, I make a mistake here. I just need to use full only. Sorry, I need to use outer. Okay, so when I use this outer, this will be my full outer joint, right? So this is my full outer joint. Okay, and yes, this was all about your data wrangling. We have successfully completed this data wrangling, where we discuss about concatenation and merge. We know the difference between concatenation and merge. In concatenation, there is no need for common IDs or primary key, but in merge, we need to use primary key. In merge, we have inner joint, left joint, right joint, or full outer joint, right? So yes, this was all about data wrangling. In the next class, we discuss about data cleaning. So that's it for today. See you in the next class. Till then, bye bye. Take care, everyone.